And the cars came towards us here, really going hard. BMW having a good run, but the checkered flag out. And it's a win here for Aberdeen. Bailey and Briggs next up. Start of round 10 of the championship, however, featured this huge coming together, which saw the red flag as the cars come down. You can see a very short oval indeed, with cars everywhere, all over the track, but that's a rebuild job for Mike Briggs.
The restart with Mike Briggs, Duncan Foss and Henny Groenewald missing from the grid, and Sean van der Linde starting from the pit lane in the BMW Enviro car. Away they go, and it looks as though we have a clean start this time. Race cam once again from Janil de Villiers, and would you believe it, here we go again, something broke on that car and de Villiers has been punted as the Nissan dived across the centre of the circuit. It looks as though it was Charles Wilkin in the Bankfin Toyota who hit de Villiers. All is not well with the Toyota, and that is cruel luck for Wilkin, who is a strong challenger for the Class B Championship. There is suspension and severe front end damage to the Bankfin car, and that looks like the end of the road for Wilkin. The Nissan is out of the way against the safety wall, and there won't be a red flag this time around, with the two Rothmans Audis out in front of Julian Bailey and Grant McCleary. Aberdeen leads Moss, Bailey, McCleary, Joubert, Taylor and Baird. And what drama to get underway a race that takes us to the halfway stage in the AA Fleet Care Super Touring Championship. Killarney is packed to capacity, and the huge crowd is getting more than its fair share of action. Race cam pictures from the back of the race leader, Chris Aberdeen's Audi, and the pattern is the same as in the early stages of round 9, with championship leader Terry Moss ahead of Julian Bailey in the Minolta Toyota Camry and chasing after his teammates. Terry Moss came to Killarney with a 10-point lead over Aberdeen in the Drivers' Championship, but that lead has been cut to just 1 point. Another win for Aberdeen will see him move into the championship lead, but with no team orders in the Rothmans Audi squad, this is going to be a fight to the finish. Past the start-finish line for the first time, and there's nothing in it with Julian Bailey right on Moss's tail. Grant McCleary and Dion Joubert are also in touch with the race leaders, and this has the makings of one heck of a race. The Rothmans Audis have won 7 out of 9 AA Fleet Care Championship races this season, with Audi dominating Super Touring racing throughout the world. In a controversial move, the British Touring Car Association has slapped an additional 30-kilogram weight penalty on the Audis competing in the British Touring Car Championship. But as yet, the South African Touring Car Association has not gone that same route. Only if the FIA, the world controlling body, recommends that Audi be penalised the extra 30 kilos, will the South African cars be forced to carry the additional weight. Here's a turn up for the books in Class B with George Zeitenhout leading Hein Luttigen with Sean van der Linde, and remember, he started from pit lane working his way through the slower traffic. This is the battle at the front of Class B, and Hein Luttigen is going to try the outside line at the hairpin. This is going to be interesting, and that was entirely predictable. The Class B leaders have got themselves into a terrible tangle. Now, who can get going first? Once again, Aberdeen took a slightly defensive line into the hairpin. He knows Moss won't let him off the hook. Good overtaking spots are few and far between at Killarney, and Conti Corner at the end of the start-finish straight is one of them, and Aberdeen knows it. He'll be expecting Moss to have a look at the right-hander at the Killarney Oval and at the hairpin at the end of the back straight. This is the last lap, and there could be some late fireworks. Chris Aberdeen leads Terry Moss on the last lap of round 10 of the AA Fleet Care Super Touring Championship. Julian Bailey has been in third spot since the start of the race, with Grant McCleary fourth and Dion Joubert a workmanlike fifth. Once again, Terry Moss closes up on Aberdeen under braking at the Oval, but Aberdeen simply sticks to the racing line, and other than resorting to punting his teammate off the circuit, there is just no way for Moss to get past. In the early stages of this race, it looked as though it had the makings of it developing into a humdinger, but Rothmans Audis simply took control and shut out the opposition. Aberdeen has kept his cool under pressure from Moss, and Julian Bailey in the Minolta Toyota Camry has always been just that little bit too far behind to try and force a mistake from the Audi pair. McCleary has been in much the same position as Bailey, and Dion Joubert has soldiered along and will be more than happy with a fifth place finish on his home circuit.
So the Audi steamroller rolls on with Aberdeen in the lead once more as they came up to the flag. So Aberdeen the winner with Moss in second place, Bailey third, Grant McCleary fourth, Dion Joubert in fifth place and Craig Baird sixth. Anthony Tanner's Toyota took his first pole position.